Greetings and peace be unto you. So I wanted to say this video here about self-motivation. I know a lot of times people talk about motivation and what motivates them to succeed and move forward in their life successfully, but no one talks about self-motivation as much. And I know from my very first video that I ever done back in, I think it was 2018 or 2016. I think it was 2016. I don't even remember now. But my first video, I had pretty much spoke about how myself growing up, I didn't have my father in my life. But I had strong male figures around me. Uncles, grandfather, things like that. I had always had strong male figures around me. So with that said, what happens when those figureheads, those leaders, when they pass on and it's just you now to figure it all out? So what happens? Do you fall to the wayside now they're not there? Or do you glean from what you've known, what you've learned from them, the knowledge and all the experiences? Do you learn from that? Do you glean from that? And then now you're able to teach others. So why I say that is people sometimes build you up to a point to let you fly free on your own, which is no problem in that. And the thing is, when you become a man of a certain age, a woman of a certain age, you have to figure things out for yourself, especially with men. Because I think sometimes what's going on nowadays, there's a misconception that someone's coming to save you. And there is there's no mythical character coming to save you. There is no one coming to save you, especially if you're a man. There's no one coming to save you. As men, we have to figure things out for ourselves. We have to make our mistakes. Hopefully they're not many. And then we also have to be able to teach and learn from what great or bad experiences that we've had ourselves. So as a man, you have to be able to self-motivate. You have to be able to self-motivate yourself, because no one's going to motivate you better than yourself. If you can't even believe in yourself, you will never get people to believe in you. It's not going to happen. I feel like I have an uncanny thing about me that can make people believe in themselves. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes when I tell people to believe in themselves or aid them to believe in themselves, I may not even believe in them myself. But what I believe is not important. The important thing is that they can believe in themselves. And when you believe in yourself, no one can take that away from you. No one can make you feel like, well, I'm going to actually say the quote that, I don't know if Samuel L. Jackson actually said this, but they say he said it before. No one can make you feel inferior without the consent. It's a strong statement, because if you don't believe in yourself, why should I believe in you? If you don't believe in yourself, why is it my responsibility to make you believe in yourself? It really isn't. But, you need to believe in yourself, bottom line. You can't depend on, I have no one to depend on. If I let everything fail, there is no one coming to say, all right, I got you. They may say it out of their mouth, but who's really going to really do it? Like if I today or tomorrow lost all finances, lost everything, there's no one going to say, here, write you a check for $500,000 or $1 million to clean your act up and get back out there and get things straight. That's not happening. Now, with a female, it's a little different. Sometimes, or a lot of times, people will look to help a female because it's not expected for a female to be out here and take on major responsibility on her own. In a way, she shouldn't, because there should be a man there. That's a whole nother something, though. I'm not going to go that deep into that. But as a man, you cannot think that someone's coming to save you. If you are able to earn, to make a life for yourself, in any aspect. It's not always a physical thing. Because sometimes people think that, oh, I got to go out here and break bricks. I got to go climb fences and stuff like that. No, you don't have to do all of that. Sometimes the most physical labor is right here. If you can think out and map out a plan to get income or to make a better life for yourself, then that's it. That's it right there. It's not always about lifting bricks, banging rocks. You know, nothing against that, because construction workers are well paid. Electricians are well paid. But it may not be the game for you. The game for you might be getting behind a computer and figuring out things that are deeply rooted mentally, that are more mental gymnastics than the physical. I think all men are wired. We're hardwired for physical labor. But we don't all have to do physical labor, because there's other avenues of approach to get where we're going. Myself, I feel like I can do both. But the thing is that over time, as you get older, physically, you may not be able to do all those things. And if you didn't put in enough work in your youth, now as an older man, you can't glean from the work you did in your youth, because it will be like you're working backwards almost. Because imagine at 56 years old, still working hard in construction as you did in your 20s. It may not even happen. I don't think it would. You definitely, no one wants that for themselves, I'm sure. But the mind can stay young, depending upon how you take care of it. I mean, someone will probably argue saying the same thing about the body. The body will stay young if you take care of it, which is true. But still, I wouldn't want to be a construction worker at 60 years old. I'd rather be computer engineer or something like that. But actually, 60 years old, I'd like to be retiring. But I'm just putting that out there, that your mental energy, your mental strength can go farther than your physical strength. So just because you may lack somewhere physically, don't let that hold you back from what you can do mentally. So with that said, motivate yourself daily. Daily motivate yourself. Even if you got to look in the mirror and say, I love you to yourself in the mirror, do it. Whatever works. But never let yourself get to a point where you don't believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one will. And you should not expect them to believe in you. They should believe in you the same way you believe in you. Remember, faith, health, wealth, success. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos. Check out my reels. I've been doing reels a lot. It seems that reels get more attention than whole videos. Some people's attention span is, I guess, is short, and they can't last inside of 10 minutes that I pretty much do. But look at everything at your own disposal, at your leisure.